Okay, get this. 1980 Duncan, British Columbia. This guy, Granger Taylor, a mechanic, just vanishes, gone.
Yeah.
And it's not your everyday missing person case.
Mm-hmm.
The guy was obsessed with UFOs, even built like a replica spaceship in his backyard.
Wow.
We're going to like really dive deep into this, right? All the theories, everything. What happened to Granger Taylor?
It's a fascinating case, that's for sure. Tragic too, of course, but the way his life takes this turn from totally normal to, well, extraordinary is incredible.
So let's unpack this. UFOs, was it just like a hobby for him or?
Oh, no, this was like his whole world, like deeply, deeply into UFOs, aliens, you name it, reading all the time, books, articles.
Quite.
He even said he had like actual encounters with aliens.
Wait, he said he met like extraterrestrials? What did he say about that, about these encounters?
He described seeing these like strange lights and this feeling of something being there, convinced he was communicating with like beings, from another planet.
Wow. So that's where the whole spaceship thing comes in, right?
Yeah.
Like, tell me about this spaceship he built.
It was like straight out of a movie, seriously. I mean, it wasn't just some, thrown together thing.
Yeah.
This was detailed. He was a good mechanic, so it had like control panels, lights, even a hatch that, opened and closed. It was a serious project for him.
So his family, his friends, they must have been like, what is going on?
Well, it was mixed. Some thought it was, kind of funny, a bit eccentric, but yeah, others were worried, for sure.
Right, of course.
But he was, like, focused on his, like, mission.
His mission. So even before he vanished, things were changing with him.
Yeah, he became, like, really withdrawn, more and more fixated on aliens, like talking about leaving Earth, traveling to another planet with the help of these beings.
Wow.
It's like he was preparing to go.
That's wild. Any idea what, like, triggered that shift?
It's hard to say. Maybe it was all the UFO stuff building up or some, breakthrough with these supposed aliens.
Right.
Could have been something else entirely. Whatever it was, it pushed him further down this path.
Did he leave anything behind? Like to explain what he was doing?
He wrote letters to family and friends. Not normal letters, though, more like cryptic, full of hints about leaving, almost like goodbye messages.
Oh, wow. Imagine getting a letter like that, like, I'm going to another planet kind of thing.
Yeah, confusing, heartbreaking.
So did anyone try to, like, stop him, talk him out of it?
Of course, they were worried, sick, trying to get him to maybe get some help, but no, he was convinced, like, truly believed he was leaving Earth.
Wow.
This was his destiny, his calling. He couldn't be swayed, like he was chosen.
So then one day, he just, poof, disappears.
Gone. November 29th, 1980. Truck's there, his stuff, the spaceship, but no Granger.
Chilling. Okay, so what happens next?
I mean, someone disappears like that, of course, there's a huge investigation, right?
Right.
They searched everywhere, the forest, everything, nothing.
No clues.
Nothing, no sign of foul play, no accident, no note. It's like he stepped into one of his UFO books, just vanished.
And the police, what do they think?
Baffled, like everyone else. No evidence, it was a puzzle.
So the case just went cold.
Well, officially, yes, it's still unsolved. But that hasn't stopped anyone from wondering, right? It became a local legend, people whispering about Granger, what might have happened, and of course all those theories.
Okay, so that's what we're going to get into. But first, let's just take a minute to absorb all this.
It's wild, right? Spaceship, aliens, cryptic messages, and then gone.
Yeah.
No wonder people are still fascinated, even after all these years.
But we have this guy, vanishes, obsessed with UFOs, a spaceship in his backyard, and no explanation. Where do we even, start with this? What are the theories?
Well, the big one, the one everyone jumps to, is aliens, right? And it's like, too perfect, obsessed with UFOs, builds a spaceship, and boom, gone.
Yeah, it's like made for a movie. But is there anything besides, his interest to suggest it's aliens?
That's the thing. There's no, proof. No spaceship landing site, no alien fingerprints. Aside from, what he said about communicating with them, the spaceship, it's all kind of circumstantial. Hard to prove, hard to disprove.
Okay, so aliens, maybe, maybe not. What about, did he maybe stage the whole thing, disappear on purpose?
Some people think that, yeah. Like he wanted to escape, maybe felt overwhelmed by the UFO stuff or how people reacted to him. Maybe he felt like he didn't belong here, And he was smart, resourceful, could have pulled it off.
And those letters, right? The cryptic ones about leaving Earth, maybe that was part of it, to make it look like aliens took him?
Could be, yeah. Those letters are tricky. Were they, genuine goodbyes or part of some, big plan to disappear? We don't know.
It's Granger Taylor. He built a spaceship, so who knows? Okay, well, we got to consider it, right? Foul play? Did someone hurt him? Hmm. Anything to suggest that?
Can't rule it out. I mean, he was not mentally in a good place, the UFOs consuming him, talking about leaving Earth. Someone might have used that, seen him as an easy target, or maybe someone who, didn't like his beliefs, thought he was dangerous.
Yeah, it's dark, but we have to think about it. What about, did he get lost? Like in the woods, something like that?
It's possible. Around Duncan, British Columbia, it's, pretty wild out there. Forests, remote areas. Could have been exploring, looking for, I don't know, a sign from his alien friends, gotten lost, hurt, the elements.
So lots of theories, all these possibilities. It's a lot to kind of sift through. What do you think? Based on everything, what seems most likely?
Honestly, it's impossible to say for sure. Each theory has holes, things that don't quite add up. Not enough hard evidence to say, this is it. We got to look at everything, be open, but also not jump to conclusions, right? Maybe the truth is out there, like they say, but maybe we never know for sure.
That's frustrating, right? All these clues but no answers. It's easy to get caught up in the exciting stuff. Aliens, foul play, but we got to stick to what we know?
Yeah, we love a good mystery, but the truth, it's probably more complicated than we think, and sometimes not knowing, that's part of what makes it so interesting.
Like a movie that leaves you thinking, even after it's over. Why do you think, after all this time, people are still so into this case?
Well, it's a mystery, right? We don't like not knowing. We want answers, especially when it's someone vanishing like that. But I think it's also that maybe, just maybe, something amazing happened. And honestly, aliens, that's just cool to think about, even if we can't prove it.
It's like it makes you question, like, what's really out there? So we've gone through it all, the theories, the dead ends, and still so many questions. But that's what makes it so, I don't know, captivating, right?
Yeah, totally. Even in this day and age, with all our tech science, there's still things we can't explain, mysteries out there. And that's good. Keeps us humble, keeps us curious, keeps us searching.
So what now? We've talked about Granger disappearing, the theories. What should they take away from all of this?
I think the big lesson is the truth sometimes it's slippery, especially with cases like this. No clear evidence, just possibilities, probabilities. And that's okay sometimes. The searching, that's as important as finding the answer.
Like the saying, it's about the journey, not the destination. Maybe we'll never know about Granger Taylor, but thinking about it, looking at the evidence, that's fascinating. And who knows, maybe someday new information, something will come up and we'll get those answers we want. But until then, the mystery, it keeps us going. It's like we've been on this wild ride with this case, the spaceship, the letters, the theories. It's a lot. What really stands out to you?
It's that people are still talking about this after all this time, 40 plus years gone, and Granger Taylor is still like a mystery. New theories pop up. Someone says they saw something. The case just keeps going. It's like proof that unsolved mysteries, they really stick with us.
It's a story that never really ends. What do you think keeps bringing people back? Is it like wanting a solution or something else?
I think it's both. We want closure, right? We want to know what happened to this guy, but also it could be something amazing, something we don't understand, and aliens. Come on, that's a great story, even if it's just, a possibility.
It makes you think, like, what if? What if everything we think we know is wrong? So we've gone deep. The theories, the dead ends. What's the takeaway here? For you, for our listener, what do we learn from Granger Taylor?
The big thing is, sometimes the best mysteries, they stay mysteries. It shows us that we don't know everything, and there might be things out there we'll never understand, and that's okay. It means we've got to keep being curious, keep asking, keep, exploring.
Like, embrace the mystery, even if we never get the full answer.
It's humbling, right?
There are things out there we just can't explain. Granger's story, it really shows us that.
It does, and it reminds us to look at the world and be amazed, don't take things for granted. There's always something new to discover, something we don't know.
So, to everyone listening, we've given you the facts, the theories, what we know. Now it's up to you. What do you think happened to Granger Taylor? Was it an accident? Did he take off? Or was it something truly out there?
We encourage you, go look into it yourself, the evidence. Maybe you'll see something new. Think of something that sheds light on this.
And if you do, let us know. We love hearing new ideas about this case. Until next time, keep searching, keep wondering, and keep diving deep into those mysteries that just grab you and won't let go.